Well, I mean, we're already there to the extent that where food comes from, where you source your food as a chef is a matter of, it's a political stance now. Not one that people are killing each other over, but on the other hand, in the state of California, there are people calling up chefs at home and threatening their families, burning out their businesses, slashing their tires, sabotaging their businesses in order to, over the livers of waterfowl, which are now illegal. People feel deeply about food and where it comes from. So it's not a completely unrealistic scenario that, serving a tomato out of season might lead to violence at some point. But I think also the world has changed. I grew up in a world where, generally speaking, a family you'd get together with friends, you'd go to a film, after which you'd go to a restaurant and you talk about the film you just saw and the film you're going to see next week. Now, you go to the restaurant and you talk about the meal you had last week at a restaurant and the meal you're going to have next week at a restaurant while you're eating in a restaurant. We live in an increasingly food and chef-obsessed culture, one that I've certainly benefited. This is an attitude that has benefited me. But I was looking to lampoon and push to insane extremes attitudes that already to some extent exist. Will this ever happen? I don't know, but I mean, I will admit that many of my both fears and prejudices, as well as secret desires, are reflected in this. I mean, there is a little part of me, a dark and ugly part of me, that really wouldn't mind seeing people who dip their nigiri into that slurry of soy sauce and wasabi for too long, right side out. If somebody, stab them in the fucking head right away, I wouldn't be entirely disappointed.